Shalom, shalom. Long time since I posted on my channel here. I wanted to give my 2 cents on the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Now, there are a lot of people were cheering on the fact that they believe that Will was standing up for his wife. But there's several things that play a part in what happened. Okay. So the first thing I want to point out is you have to know a little something about Will Smith as a person. And then you have to make the connection in the moment. And one of the things I learned, Will being from Philly, I lived in Philly, and I know that people in the inner city have a lot of pressure, especially. It's kind of like somebody do something to you, and everybody looks at you like, you gonna let them punk you like that? So a lot of times people feel like they have to do something to prove a point, or to show how manly they are, and not that they're punk, right? So when you really think about it, it's really a tough position for you to feel that you got to prove your manhood to someone, especially close to you, by showing them that you are not going to let somebody take advantage of you. There's a movie, I don't know if you all have seen it before, and it was a movie with Terrence Howard, and I'm trying to remember the name of that movie, but Terrence Howard was playing, and his wife was stopped by the police, and the police frisked his wife, or his girlfriend, and he stood there and watched the police frisk her, right? So the next time something happened where he felt that his wife was violated, he did something really, really crazy. He shot and killed a man who was innocent. And I think that's what actually went down with Will, based on his. I can relate to Will to an extent, because you gotta know, and I don't want to get into Will's personal business because I really don't know his personal business, but from what I have heard, that Will didn't have a relationship with his father. So when a man doesn't have a relationship with his father, or if there is some missing, I'll use myself as an example. My dad always treated me like I was his little boy. So sometimes we as men, when we feel like that we're treated as little boys in the eyes of our family, we feel like that we have to prove them that I'm a man. And so I think that Will got caught up in the moment. You know, the opportunity to prove that he was a protector of his queen. Unfortunately, he did it at the expense of his career, which was not a good decision. Okay. There are many ways a man can protect and defend his queen without ruining his reputation or career. Will has come a long ways. I mean, he's went from being a rapper to being an actor, and became very well known in the world due to his acting. And for him to allow his emotions to take him to a level where it jeopardized all that he worked so hard to build wasn't good wisdom. And sometimes we make decisions spontaneous. That's why it's not good to make spontaneous decisions when you're emotionally led or controlled, because you end up making the wrong decisions. And then you have to live with the repercussions of the decision you made. So many people don't make decisions, thought out decisions. Responding and making a thought out decision are two different things, right? Human nature responds to things, right? We learned that. I mean, I'm sure Will knows all that. I'm not telling him something that he don't already know. But the thing of it is that when you look at the video and you see the video and you see how she gave him the look, we don't know how many times that has happened between him and her where she felt like he has not came to her defense. So this could have been like, okay, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. I gotta do something. Because I laughed at first at the joke, but then now she's not happy about it. So now I have to show her, that I am going to defend her. And so that's what he did. He responded in an emotional way, which my heart goes out to the brother, because the world is cruel. You make the wrong decision to do the wrong thing, you're gonna pay for it. And so with that said, I think that I don't know Will personally. I met him a long time ago in Philly at the Chart House. I was out on a date, and a bunch of people was looking at me, and I thought they were looking at me. They was all chinning and grinning. He was at the table with Jada. They were dating at the time. And this was, oh my goodness, this is back in this must have been like in the 90s, in the early 90s. I think it was the early 90s. It could have been the late 80s or early 90s. And like I said, I mean, it was a real nice restaurant called the Chart House. And he was in there with Jada having dinner. He was sitting behind me up in the upper section. And so it looked like people were looking at me. And I felt honored, because I was like, oh man, people treat me like I'm a celebrity. And it was Will Smith. Somebody said, that's Will Smith. Of course, it was Jada then. I'm not sure Jada was known as well at that time. I think she may have just started her acting career, because she's from Baltimore and Will's from Philly, so West Philly, mind you. And if Will happens to see this, and I'm pretty sure he probably won't, but if he does, I say this to you, my brother. Forgive yourself, because you made a bad mistake. It was a bad choice. Own up to your choice is what I would do. I would own up to my choice. I would go public, and I would own up to my choice. Bad choice. I would not be sorry for defending my queen, but at the same time, I would be sorry for the way in which I did it, which did more damage to protecting my queen than it did to protecting her. Right? So that's what I would do. I would go public, and I would just make a public announcement. Maybe go on a talk show. Gayle King is real good. She's renowned. Reach out to Gayle King and tell Gayle you would like to come on a show, and you would like to talk about, what happened at the Oscars, because the world needs to hear from you. And now is the time for you to really um, come forward, because everybody, all of you peers, your comedians, Steve Harvey, Chris Rock's brother, Jim Carrey. I mean, he went in on you. I mean, the night show guy, what's his name? Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but they're all going in on you, and that's basically because they really want to hear from you, right? And so it was done on Nationwide TV, where the whole world, so to speak, saw it. So I think that for the sake of the rest of your career, as well as just to speak to the situation, I would just do something public, come clean. And I would bring Jada on the show, because I wouldn't want my queen to feel like that I'm sorry that I defended her, but at the same time, it was the wrong way to defend her, by all means. So my heart goes out to you, brother. And if you need a friend, you can call me, right? I remember many years ago, I talked to some of your colleagues they called me when I was in Chicago, and they had mentioned that you knew of me. I'm the brother that was much younger than, teaching that the so-called African Americans and blacks are the children of Israel. I'm still the same guy. Still teach the same thing. We are the children of Israel. All of that, and so I'm the same guy. So you can reach out to me. My YouTube channel, my main channel, which I teach on, is Priest Kazakia. This is my what I call it, outreach channel, where I try to reach people that knew me from my birth name, which is Charles Cotton. I legally changed my name in 2004. So if you want to reach out to me. Side note, we could be kin. I got some Smiths that live in Philly that I don't know, never knew them. And so I'm finding more and more doing my DNA that some of them, live in Pennsylvania. So I don't know if we're related or not, but it's a possibility. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I want to say also to Chris Rock, you good, brother. You are really good. I couldn't have done that. Me and Will would have been fighting on national TV if he had slapped me, right? But you did the professional thing to protect your career. I'm pretty sure you thought it through. You're like, I'm not going to lose my career. He hit me, I didn't hit him. So that was a wise decision for you not to retaliate. So you thought it all the way through, right? I probably would have not responded back physically and hit him back. I would have hit him with a lawsuit for sure, because everybody on TV, on worldwide TV, saw him hit me. I would have made him think twice about hitting another person like that again. I'd have hit him deep in his pocket, right? Not for being vindictive, but just for the fact that, that was just totally disrespectful to abuse, to assault you on TV, and to attack your manhood in front of the whole world, right? So that's my 2 cents. It's a situation, a rare situation that's never happened before, but prayerfully it'll never happen again. So that's all I have to share.